Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So children, today we are going to learn lesson number 1, that is eating habits of animals. So let's start the today's session. Yes, there are 3 types of animals depending on their eating habits. In that, first one is herbivores. Herbivores are the animals that eat plants, right? Yes, and the examples of herbivores are cows, buffaloes, rabbits, giraffe. These are the example of herbivores. Now, second type of animals depending on their eating habits are carnivores, right? So, now tell me children, what is the meaning of carnivore? Yes, carnivores are the animals that eat other animals, right? Examples of the carnivorous animal are tiger, lion, cheetah, dolphin and fox, right? Yes. And third type of animals are omnivores. Omnivores are the animals who eats both, that is plants and animal. Now tell me the examples of omnivores. Yes children? Yes. The examples of omnivores are rat, crows, bear and human beings, right? Then we had learnt the meaning of two terms in a food chain, right? And in that first one is producers and second one is consumers. So producers means those organisms that can make its own food. So plants are the producers. And the second term is consumers. Consumers are the organism that eat other organism. Right? In nature, we all depend upon each other. We give something and get something in return. So, the given plants are producers and the organisms that eat those green plants are consumers. See, this is the meaning of producers and consumers. Producers are those organisms that can make their own food. So, plants are the producers and consumers are those organisms that eat other organisms. Yes, this is the food chain. This is an example of a food chain. Here, the grass is eaten by a deer and then deer is eaten by a tiger. Yes, food chain means what? The grass, deer and tiger form a chain. Such a chain which tells us who eats what in nature is called food chain. Or we can say food chain is a diagram that shows how food energy moves from one organism to another in an environment. Food energy moves along the food chain when one organism eats other. Now look at the second example. Yes, here corns are eaten by rat and then rat is eaten by snake and snake is eaten by an owl, right? Now let us look at the third example. Yes, water plants, fish and human beings. We all know that fishes live in water. So they eat plants that grow in the water. And these fishes are then consumed by the human beings. Yes. Human beings are the omnivores, right? In all the examples of food chain, we see that food chain begins from plant, right? All the animals depend on plants for their food. Yes, after food chain, we had seen the eating habits of animals depending upon the type of food they eat. In that, we had learnt about herbivores. Different animals eat different foods. They have mouth parts suited to the type of food they eat, right? Now about herbivores. Herbivores such as cows, deer, camels and horses, they eat grass and other plants. So, they have sharp and broad front teeth to bite off the grass, right? They have flat back teeth. This helps them to chew their food well. Yes, they have sharp and broad front teeth to bite off the grass, and they have flat back teeth to chew their food well. Yes, now about chewing the cud. You must have seen cows and buffaloes chewing their food for a long time, right? Do you know why do they do that? Yes, I already told you that in the last part, that cows and buffaloes at the time of grazing, they swallow their food. They have an interesting way of eating. Cows and buffaloes and some other herbivores have an interesting way of eating. At the time of grazing, they swallow their food without chewing it. And later, they bring it back to the mouth and chew it properly. This is called chewing the cud. Now, today we will learn about eating habits of carnivores. Yes, carnivores means they're animals like lion, tigers, right? Cheetah. These are the carnivorous animals. Now, carnivores has a long, sharp and pointed teeth to tear the flesh. They have flat back teeth, and these flat back teeth help them for chewing the flesh, right? Carnivores such as lions, tigers and cheetah tear and chew the flesh of other animals. They have long, sharp and pointed teeth to tear the flesh, and they have flat back teeth to chew that flesh. This flat back teeth is for chewing the flesh. Yes, here you can see the picture. This is the picture of a lion. Here lion is eating flesh of the other animal. This is the picture of a cheetah, and cheetah is also eating the flesh of other animal, right? Yes, now about snake. Snake do not chew their food, but some of them can swallow animals bigger than their own heads. Yes, do you till now know that snakes have small mouth, but they open it wide when they have to swallow a large animal, as you can see in the picture. To make you understand how widely snake can open their mouth. See, here in the picture, snake is eating frog. Now about the lizards and frog. Lizards and frog swallow their food without chewing it like snake. A frog has a long and sticky tongue. This sticky tongue shoots out to catch the insects. As you can see in picture, this is the picture of a frog, and here frog is eating insect. You can see the tongue of the frog. It is long and sticky. Yes. Now, let us talk about the eating habits of an insects. You all must have felt the stab of a mosquito, right? How does it do that? Can you tell me? How does it do that? Yes, a mosquito has a sharp and hollow tube. Hollow means what? It is empty from inside, right? A mosquito has a sharp and hollow tube in its mouth. It stabs you with this and sucks your blood. Again I am telling, a mosquito has a sharp and hollow tube in its mouth. It stabs you with this and sucks your blood. As you can see in the picture, how mosquito is sucking blood. Yes. Now about the butterfly. You must have seen butterflies sitting on a flower, right? Why do they sit on the flower? Can you tell me why do they sit on the flower? Yes, they sit on the flower to suck the nectar from the flower. Its mouth is like a long hollow tube. A butterfly uses this to suck the nectar like how we drink juice using a straw. A butterfly mouth is like a long and hollow tube. It sucks the nectar from the flower. How we drink juice using a straw. Yes, it is interesting, na? As you can see in the picture, how butterfly is sucking nectar from the flower. So children, I hope you understood the topic explained. So there are three kinds of animals depending on their eating habits, right? First one is herbivore, second one is carnivores, and the third one is omnivores, right? Now read the textbook, go through the textbook content, okay? I shall meet you in the next science session. Thank you and have a nice day.